So remember to bring, you need a block, a cushion, or a big book. Something that you can lay your head on. Very simple. What else do you need? If you have your bands, you can use it. You don't have to use it. And if you have hand weights, you can use them. Again, you do not have to use them. It is an option. Oh, it's Tracy. Your name never comes up, Tracy. So it's going to be another fairly chilled out one. I want you to think about your technique. So everything we used last week, body positioning, engaging the stomach muscles, pulling up the pelvic floor, I want you to use again this week. And when you are doing your twists, please, please, please do not force it. Only go as far as the body allows, because sometimes we force it and it gives us a little bit of ache the next day. So do not force anything, all right? So what we're going to do, I'm just going to move my mat out of the way just now, and then I'll pull it in just so that you can see my feet. Okay, bring your feet in, and then just turn your toes out, straighten the heels up, soften the knees. So think about that pelvic floor. Remember we talked about last week, from the back passage all the way through, so you're zipping up through your stomach, right up. Hold it nice and tight, and then just let it go just a little bit. Push your shoulders back and down. I just want you to raise the arms up nice and slow, and then back down. So the music's kind of dictating our speed tonight again. So nothing is fast, it's all controlled and deliberate moves. So now I just want your ribs to start to kind of pop ever so slightly. There we go. One more. Okay, place your hands on your hips, tuck under. So we done it last week. Tuck it under, push it back. So when you tuck your bum under, you need to engage those stomach muscles. So pull up and back. Just keep the shoulders relaxed. One more time. Find your neutral standing spine. Bring it up. Lift, down, lift, down. So you're bringing your hip to the bottom of your rib. One more time each side. Now give me a knee lift. Up and down. Stay on the same side. As you lift the knee, engage the stomach muscles. And try to keep that spine nice and straight. So I want you to stay standing tall. We're going to do one more. And then we're going to switch sides. So up and down. So just to remind you, this Thursday's class is One Weight Wonder. If you want to take part in it, give me a message. Okay, doesn't cost you anything extra. It's part of your block payment. We're going to do one more. Okay, take the hands back up, lift the chest and down. Okay. So you're going to pop those ribs. So we come out of your neutral spine. I want your ribs to open and lift. We're going to do two more. Up, open. That's one. Up and open. You want to take the hand over. That going. So lift that arm up. Do you know, this is the first time I've used this release. It's I can't remember what it's called, something Africa. And that actually feels pretty chill, doesn't it? One more time each side. Last one. Okay, just going to turn, hands down. want to roll down through your spine, just halfway. Stick your butt out, pull it in, and roll back up. So roll down, take your hands to your knees, push back, tuck it in, roll up. Again, roll down, stick it out, tuck it in, roll up. Again, down, out, suck in, roll up. We're going to do it one more time. Down you go. Stick it out, tuck it in, roll up. Okay, opposite arm and leg, take it out to the side. One more time. Let's switch. Switch again. Last time with the switch. Okay, we're going to sweep our arms forward. So sweep, gently pull back. Sweep. So as you take your hands forward, tuck your chin in, roll down to just through the top of your spine. So just tuck the chin in. Pull back, squeeze the shoulder blades. Roll in. Pull back. Last time. Roll in. Pull back. Hands down. We're going to go for a knee lift. So knee, then side, and switch. Knee, side. Roll down through your spine. So roll. Stick the butt out. Pull it in. Roll up. Shoulders back and down. Knee lift. Knee, down, side, down, other side. Knee. Roll down. So pull in that belly button. Stick your butt out. Tuck it all back in. Roll up. One more time. Knee up. Other side. Roll it down. Suck it in. Tuck it out. Roll it up. Take it into a squat. And up you come. Again. Squat. And up. So it's all slow, it's all controlled. One more time. We're going to take our leg forward, bring it round, bring it in. Other side. Forward, round, and in. So when you take your leg round, you're trying to isolate as much the top part as you can. So I'm lifting my toes off of the ground, but if you find it's too difficult to balance, you can keep your toes on the ground. One more time each side. Last time. Okay, take it wider. Squat and up. Take it down. So squat. Now lift your heels. Squat. Lift the heels. That's it. Squat. Now when you lift the heels, take the hands up. We're going to do it one more time. And then I want you to draw the heels together. Hands are together, rotate. So engage stomach muscles. Keep it all nice and tight. One more time each side. Last time. And bring your hands down. Okay, I'm going to pull my mat back in. We're going to do a full roll down all the way to the floor. I just need to turn my heating down. It's too warm. There we go. Okay, let's roll it down. So all the way down, because we've already worked through our spine. And take it to the floor. Okay, hands on the floor. So make sure your inside of your elbows are facing the elbows. So you may have to turn your hands ever so slightly. Make sure we're not in this position. Draw it up. Spine nice and long. So what we're going to do is take your palm of your hand, turn it up. We're going to thread the needle and bring it through. We're going to stay on this side. So I want you to ease in. So because I've been lounging most of the day, my lower spine just gave a pop. Okay, place that hand down. Let's switch to the other side. So palm up. So keep going with that. If you find it's too difficult to do on your knees for any reason, I'm going to give you an option to stand. It's the same thing. You just tuck under and bring it back. But you need to stick your butt out. Or you can do it sitting on a chair if it's too much on the knees or the hips. You've got a choice there. So ease into this one, last one. So we're coming back to that first arm again. Okay, so we're going to take it under, we're going to look over the shoulder, we're going to bring it back, and then we're going to open it up. So don't force it. Follow the arm all the way and look up. We're going to do one more. And then bring the hand down. So set yourself up, other side. Palm up, reach. Bring it down, slowly rotate, lift. So gently and slowly work through your movement. So the shoulder will probably go further towards the floor the more that you do. We're going to do one more. And lift. Just give your wrist a bit of rotation. Okay, this is where you need your cushion, your big book, or if you have a yoga block, bring that in. Okay, so I'm going to take, so you might find you maybe need quite a thick one depending on how you lie. I'm going to use 2 blocks. And I'm going to go down to the floor. So I'm placing my head on the blocks. They're just underneath my ear at my neck. I'm placing my hands here. My legs, shins are in line with the front of the mat. And I'm in neutral spine. I'm going to lift up I'm going to take, what's my words? Place both hands on the floor, one in front of on top of the other. Your arms should be the same length. You're going to take a breath in as you lift. You're going to watch your hand as it goes, and you're going to breathe out as you take it over. You're going to breathe it in and breathe it out. So breathe in. So you go as far as you can, but as you do this, you don't want your legs to come apart. So try not to allow your legs to do this. Okay, you want to keep them one on top of the other. We're going to do one more. and then bring it back. So that was that one. The next one, we're staying on this side. I'm going to take my fingertips, I'm going to trace them along the floor, I'm going to watch my arm as it goes. So we'll try to attempt it. You can't do it because I'm a burner, but... So you want to take your hand as far behind you as you can. Again, without too much movement through that leg, through that top leg. So watch your hand as it goes. Follow it. And over. So if you have issues with your shoulders, just be careful. Make sure you're in control of it. And I'm going to do one more. Up and round. So we're just twisting right through the spine, through the shoulders. And bring it in. Release it there. Just want you to roll onto your back. Get rid of your blocks if you have any, or your cushion or your box, whatever you're using. Hands beside your ears and just slowly roll up. So you want to find your neutral, remember, don't forget your neutral. So breathe out and in, out. So remember, if you need a band or anything to support your head, if you struggle with curl-ups, sit-ups, roll-ups, whatever you want to call them, you can use whatever you need. Okay. So I want you to find your neutral spine and stay there. You're going to take your hands right up behind you. So these are called angel wings. But you've got to bend your elbows, bring it down. And I can only bring mine as far as there, and then it gets really uncomfortable for me, and then I'm going to take them back up. So your aim is to try to bring your elbows in to your sides without raising your back or without your hands coming up. Okay? So find your neutral, take it down. That's me there. Then everything starts to raise up. And then back up. You might be better. I'm going to do one more. And then take it back up. Bring your hands just up above in line. And then I want you to lift your legs into tabletop. I want you to push your hands. So I think I've done this with you last week, but I'll do it again anyway. To make sure that your knees don't come too far into your chest, place your hands like that, straight out in front. The heel of the hand will touch your knee, and that will stop you from bringing your knee too far into your chest. Okay? So I want you to extend one leg, and then in. Extend the other leg, and then in. Maintain your neutral spine. You want to try and keep your shins parallel also with the ceiling. So if you have a cushion or a block, whatever you have, I just wouldn't advise using a heavy book for this. I want you to pop your block on your knees. Okay, we're just going to hold it there. We're going to go back to our angel wings. Now obviously if this is too much for you, take your legs down. Okay, so find your neutral. We're going to do our angel wings. Work within your limits. Now what you'll find is if your feet start to drop, your book or your cushion or whatever it is will fall off. So brace your abs. So I find when I get to here, I really have to work with my neutral spine because my back wants to arch. We're going to do one more. Bring it down. Elbows into the sides, best you can. And then back. Okay, keep your book or your block or whatever it is you have. You can even use a pole. A pole's really good. Very hard though. You're just going to gently curl up. Now, if you need to pop one leg down, if you're an absolute beginner, then just do that. Remember, just adapt the exercises for what your ability is. These are all basic exercise, but obviously they can be adapted a little bit more for whatever anybody needs. Okay, keep it there. Now, if you've got both legs up, I want you to just slowly extend and bring it back in. Okay, extend. So you can take it further if you want to and bring it back in. Now, if you can only go from here to here, that's fine, you know, don't force it because I don't want you to come out in neutral. We're going to do two more, out and in. Last one, pulling that belly button, out and in. And just have a wee breather. Shake the legs off. Again, you can take your cushion, whatever you have, and I want you to plop it between your knees. Take your hands wide. Feet, knees and ankles are in line, and you're just going to drop your legs to the side. Brace the abs, push down through the ribs, across the spine, and to the other side. So push down, pull it across. So if this is enough for you, stay with this move. If you know you can do a little bit more, I want you to lift both legs up. We've still got the block between the knees or whatever you have. Engage the stomach muscles, drop, not all the way to the floor, and then back up. Okay, take it to the other side. So breathe in to prepare. So take a breath. All in, all on the way down. Breathe out, push down through your spine. There we go. Breathe in, other side. Breathe out. We'll do one more time each side. So just holding something between your knees makes you work that little bit harder. Push down. And release. Give yourself a bit of a stretch. Okay. I'm going to take it to the other side, so I'm going to move down to the bottom of my mat. Stack them up and lie down. Okay, so the knees are almost in line with your hips, your shins are in line with the front of your mat, and your head's on your block, cushion, whatever you have. Take your hands straight out, so one hand on top of the other, palms facing each other. Hands should be the same length. If one is sitting back, you need to lift it up and make sure the same length, unless you know, definitely know, you have one arm longer than the other. Okay, so I'm going to lift my arm up and I'm going to get a stretch down through here. I'm going to take my hand back. So you need to work within your limits. So if you have any shoulder issues, if you've damaged them, or if you know that you've got a new injury in that area, just be very careful. Again, don't let the knees slide. I'm going to breathe in all the way over. So if it's too much, just breathe any way you can. I'm going to brace my abs, breathe out as I bring it back. Breathe in all the way over. I'm watching it as it goes. And breathe out. So you can stay with that. Or you can do the other move that we done. You're going to draw a circle all the way around. So one side will be better than the other. So watch it as it goes. Make sure you don't slide about too much with the knees. Take your time with it as much as you can. Keep your finger on the ground as long as you can. Work through your mobility. I have to say I'm actually quite proud of that on this side. I normally get to a point where I can't keep my finger on the ground anymore, but obviously I've got a little bit more mobility, and that's just with perseverance and consistently doing our mobility in different things. Don't get me wrong, there is a clunk and a click and a thud as I go along. You've got a clunk, a click and a thud. Last one. Take it round. And release. Well done. Okay, now we are going to do windmills. So we are doing quite a bit of shoulder mobility tonight. I'm going to get rid of my blocks. Okay, so we're going to do the basic move, and then I'll give you variations of how you can make it harder if you wish. So I want you to take your hands up. So listen to the instructions. Take your right hand down to your hip, your left hand down by your ear. You're going to switch it all the way round on the floor. So your right hand is now up by your ear and your left hand is now by your hip. And you're going to bring it back up together. So left hand to the ear, right hand to the hip. Take it all the way around. Now, if you wanted to, you could add in your hand weights. Any of these exercises we have done with the arms, you can add in hand weights. Okay, now you can stay with this, or if you wish, you can lift your legs up, engage stomach muscles, and do it again. You can just lift one leg up, or you can keep both feet on the ground. You decide. I'm going to do one more this way, and then we're going to switch. So we're maintaining our neutral spine all the way through. So this time we're taking our right arm down by our ear and our left arm down by the hip. We're going to switch it around on the floor. So the left hand is now up by the hip. No, it's not. The left hand is now by the ear. How I thought ear was my hip, I've no idea. The right hand is down by the hip, and we bring it together. Yep. Right hand to ear, left hand to hip. Sweep it round on the floor. Left hand then goes to the ear, right hand goes to the hip and back up. So keep going with it. Don't bring them back up together until one arm is hit where it's meant to be. So what I mean by that is don't do this. Make sure you work right through your range of motion. Go and do one more. And release. Well done. Your arms should feel marvellous now. They should feel like they're mobile, especially if you've been sitting at that desk all day, sitting at a computer, doing office work. Never helps. Okay. Want you to take it onto your hands and knees if you can. Straighten yourself up. We're going to take our hand behind us. So we're not bringing it forward. So I need you to stabilise your body. So we're leading with our pinky. And we're going to do one more. And then we're going to switch. So make sure you're in neutral. Your spine's nice and long. Set your arms. Transfer the body weight. Stabilise the shoulders. So when you do something like this, you want to, I'm going to turn this way and I'm going to hope that you can see. So the arm comes back to there. When the arm comes back, you don't want the shoulder to drop forward. Okay, that's a big exaggeration, but you want to put those shoulder blades back and down in position. So this is where you get them back, down, engage, and pull back. All right? So now we're going to add in a leg. So we're going to just work the legs first. Take one leg back, pull it in, and then the other leg back. Pull it in. Keep going. Now, if you cannot go onto your knees, if you have issues with your knees, you can always come down. And you can do the same thing with the arms. You can do the same thing with the legs. So it can all be adapted. Okay, we're going to even our body up, so make sure you've done the same on both sides. So now we're going to do the opposite arm and leg. So everything is going back the way. Okay, so that position there, bring it in, stay on the one side. Keep that shoulder in place. You can keep your toe on the ground. You don't need to lift it. If it's too much, if you lift. Brace your abs. I'm going to do one more and I'm going to switch. So keep going. So switch over if you need to lie down your arms on your stomach. It's the same thing. You're just pulling the shoulder blade back and down and lifting up. So take it back and in. So make sure you move slow and controlled. Remember, don't let that shoulder drop forward. Put it in place and then lift back. I'm going to do one more and release there. Just roll your shoulders. Right, we're going to do a little bit of sitting stuff. So you can take a block or cushion. Again, you don't need one if you can sit up nice and straight, but I'm just showing you what they're for. So you can sit in blocks. If you need a block that are fairly cheap, you can generally pick them up anywhere. Everywhere had them at the start of the year as usual. Okay, so if it's not comfortable with your legs straight, cross them, whatever is comfortable for you. Engage the stomach muscles, push the shoulders down. Okay, place your hands here, lift your elbows. We're just going to rotate and then back to the middle and then rotate the other side. So I need you to brace your abs. I need you to sit up nice and tall. I'm going to do one more time each side. And then we're going to add another move. So make sure the shoulders are down. The neck is long. So this time I'm going to rotate. Extend the arm. It takes me a little bit further. Bring it in and then rotate again. So rotate 1. Extend 2, bring it in 3, back to the middle 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't forget, engage, zip up, pull in, sit tall. Not a lot to remember there. We'll do one more time each side. That's wrong. There. Extend. In and down. Last one. Turn. Extend. In and down. Give your legs a bit of a shake. Okay. So we're going to do a little bit of twisting bits through the hips. So the majority have done this before. If this is not the right move for you, if you have hip issues, I will give you something else. But what I want you to do is sit with both knees up, feet are flat. Just going to drop to one side, lift it up, and drop to the other. So keep going with that. If you've had hip issues, I would just gently drop the knee just in, ever so slightly, and you're still getting a little stretch through your hip, but not putting too much pressure on it. So if you've had hip replacements, everybody is different. From my experience of working with hip replacements, somebody will be told one thing, and then several years later, somebody will be told another, and then several years later, somebody will be told something else. We're going to do one more time each side. Last one. And release there. Just give your legs a bit of a stretch. Okay. We are now going to work a little bit more on our arms. I know everybody hates arms. So we're going to come back on our hands and knees. We're going to do a little tricep, okay? So tricep and up, okay? So when you do your triceps, you need to make sure your elbows stay in. If they pop out, you'll not be working your triceps. So your nose comes forward. I'm not asking you to do all the way to the floor. I'm not asking you to do full ones. I'm just asking you to do a little dip. And it'll become apparent just in a little bit. We're going to do two more. Brace your abs. 1 and 2. Okay, give them a quick rotation. So we're going to do a little sequence. We're going to see where your brain's at. Okay, so what we're going to do is a tricep dip. Bring it up, threading the needle, and then rotate. So you probably go a little bit further now. Take the hand down, tricep dip, thread the needle, take it, rotate to the other side, bring the hand down, tricep dip. If you feel you can go all the way to the floor with your tricep dip, go for it. I'm not going to stop anybody from working a little bit harder or pushing yourself that little bit more. Everybody's individual. As long as your technique is good. So we're going to do one more time each side. So take that stretch under there, reach up, bring it down, tricep, take it under, take that stretch, bring it up, and release. Give your arms a bit of a shake, well done. Right, so we're just going to do a little bit of shoulder retraction now. So you're going to go all the way to the floor. I think the majorities have done it before. We're going to do it without a weight. So I want you to take your hands down. Your palms or your hands. I'm going to move so you can see my hands better. So the palm of my hand is facing down to my feet. I'm simply just going to lift and then lift my other arm. All right? So brace the abs. You want to lift, move the shoulder blade. And then we're going to do both together now. So squeeze and down. Squeeze and down. squeeze. Down. Last one. Squeeze. And down. Now you're going to take your hands in this position so they're like that. Yep. My hands are just wide. Squeezing my shoulder blades together. So squeeze. So my hands aren't lifting that far off of the ground, but my fingertips are on the ground. My elbows are up. I'm engaging my stomach muscles. Squeeze my shoulder blades. Squeeze. Squeeze. I'm going to do 4 more. 4. 3. 2. Last one. And release. Just push yourself up from the floor. Take yourself into a cat stretch. Push your hands through the floor. You just want to sit back on your heels. Stretch your arms as far as you can. Now obviously if it's not too comfortable to take your bum to the floor, keep your bum high. If you have hip issues, and just extend from there. So work within your limits, do whatever you need to do. Keep going, keep working through it. Keep going. You would honestly think my son knew by now on a Monday night I teach at this time and not to phone me, wouldn't you? Teenagers. Okay, so I just want you to kind of, this is going to feel a bit odd, but I just want you to swing your hips from side to side, wherever you may be, whatever position you're comfortable in. Okay, push your hips back and down. I'll give you another option if you can't go that far, if it's not comfortable for you. I'm going to take this hand. I'm just going to gently reach to the other side. Now, if that is too much for you, you can't do that. It's simply that move there that you're doing. So do what is the right move for you. And then we're going to take it to the other side. So if you're down in child pose, take the hand over and reach. You'll get a nice stretch. If you're sitting up, just switch hands, lift high and lean over to the side. So make sure you lift up out your hip first. And release there, bring it in. Roll up through your spine again. Stick your butt out. And roll it in. Stick out. Roll it in. We're going to do one more. Stick it out. Roll it in. Tuck your toes under. Walk your hands back. Roll up through your spine. Just hold your hamstring stretch here. So your knees can be bent. You do not need to have straight legs, as long as you feel a bit of a pull up through here. Bring it up, roll up. Take the hands up and round. Just want to slowly roll back down. Hold your hamstring stretch if you can. And then roll it up. Rotate round. We're going to do it one more time. Now you may feel a bit of discomfort in there, but you've worked hard in there. You've stretched it probably to its limit. Hold it. And then bring it back up. Hands up and round. Okay, shake it off. All right.